greater safety, and it starts with the Presidential Commission, getting our criminal justice system back online, and having real consequences for these felons that are carrying these firearms, that are not afraid of death, but they are afraid of state prison.
A $125,000 reward is now being offered for help in finding the suspects.
Well, as the pandemic restrictions ease, vacation destinations are excited to reopen and get back to business. The streets of New York City once again filled with people. However, the surge in crime there, highlighted by the shooting earlier this month in Times Square, has some worry that tourists won't fully come back to the Big Apple. David Lee Miller, live in Times Square with more. David Lee?
Good afternoon, Arthel. Good afternoon from the crossroads of the world, Times Square. New York City officials say that tourism accounts for the number 4 spot when it comes to bringing in money to the city. The authorities say that last year the number of visitors to New York dropped 67%. And plunging even further is the amount of money they spent. That figure decreased by 73%. So what's going up? As you mentioned, it is crime. Take a look now at some of the crime statistics for New York City, comparing this year with last year. Murder up 23%, auto theft 26%, shootings 80%, hate crime up 77%. A small number of violent crimes involve tourists, including a woman from Rhode Island who was shot by a stray bullet here in Times Square. A random sampling of tourists today found that many were concerned about New York's crime rate, but they felt visiting the city was worth the risk.
It definitely gave me some pause before I came up here on the trip because I'm with my daughter. But I believe that the police are out here and they're being diligent.
We'd heard about lots of muggings and pickpockets and things like that, but so we wore over-the-shoulder bags and held our hands on them, but we never had any of those issues.
And other big cities trying to win back tourists also have experienced a surge in crime, including New Orleans.